Well, and treatment plan update, 4-5, Dennis.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Dennis Morton, Director of Public Works. I have 2 updates for you tonight. The well project, we expect that the monitoring wells will be completed by December 27th. The pump duration test is expected to be completed in the first quarter of 2024. Beta and DEP will review, evaluate the results. I'm pretty optimistic that our flow projections will be where they need to be, and there won't be any effect on Turnpike Lake. We expect the results back from DEP sometime in the first quarter of 24.
Okay.
Just real quick update to where we are right now.
Yeah. I will say, and this will get repeated in the next update, behind where we want to be, but we just need to keep pushing. And at least the good news is that we haven't hit any roadblocks yet with monitoring wells, with any of the other work that's going on. But if we need to find ways to keep the gas pedal down.
I've been pretty much contacting them twice a week. They're saying, where are we?
Okay.
And we're waiting for the driller to free up from some other jobs that he's been tied up on.
Yep.
The rains that we've had and the weather hasn't helped.
All right. Okay. And then on the treatment plant.
Treatment plant? The detailed design and cost updating is well underway. We've pretty much completed our 25% design. We'll be presenting a final design project, including schedule, to the board as soon as possible when the work is completed. I'm meeting with Bob Mackey tomorrow, and we'll have a more definitive timeline and schedule for the board at a future meeting.
I would really like that presentation to be in January, if we can.
I'm going to have a conversation with him tomorrow.
Okay. Any questions?
I am really still confused about what happened to what the original plan was, to go to a special town meeting to request funding.
Just as things have progressed, there wasn't really a need to ask for the money now.
Okay.
We're probably not going to be looking for it until August. So there's no.
So the delay was the changing criteria for PFAS.
Okay.
So we're not gonna build a plan until they tell us how to treat it. They couldn't tell us how to treat it, but they told us we had to treat it.
Okay.
So that took them a little while. When we submitted a proposal, took a little while for them to come back and say yes. And then literally 2 days after they said yes, they said, hold on a minute. So it's been back and forth with DEP. We finally have an approved method, and but the delay was not so much ours as their indecision on how they wanted us to treat PFAS.
Okay. I mean, I wasn't even sure if there was a delay or it was just a change in strategy.
It's just kind of that back and forth. Is this the right treatment? Is
Okay.
It, it's just,
When we were doing
this is so new to us.
when we were doing the original design, we I think looked at 3 different options for how to treat PFAS, and we're designing around. Okay, how if we do it this way, if we do it this way, do it this way, and then they had us do testing with those various methods, and
Just felt like when Bob Mackey was here that time that we were pretty much
That-
on a solid ground, and
that's what we thought.
okay.
Yeah, it's-
But I think but that's not to say that we have to keep asking. I mean, this needs to become an update. As we do with Tri-County, every month we need to be getting this
Okay.
update. So
I agree.
we're
Sounds good.
clear that where this is in priorities.
yeah, we just want to make sure we do it right and not building something that's 2 years down the road. We got to come back and say, hey, we need a big upgrade. We want to make sure we do it right.
I'm less worried about that than I am about, I can't remember the town now that built the treatment plant and then wasn't allowed to turn it on. Stoughton. Built it, not even allowed to turn it on and use it because it wasn't good enough. That said, we need this going, so we need to keep keep our nose to the grindstone and keep their noses to the grindstone and push DEP as hard as we can. So anyway, I would like, I'm in hopes that design and schedule, that we can present that whole thing in January.
Yeah, we're on our way, and it's not gonna take long to get to 75%.
Right.
We've had meetings with the architects, with Beta about equipment, and so we're pushing forward.
Okay.
And it's progressing.
So are we expecting that cost estimate that came with that last presentation will be changing?
I hope so. Just with the construction industry the way it is these days, it's hard to tell until we get in and actually start to ask for numbers.
Okay, because there was a number, right?
Yes, there was.
Yes, it was a big number.
Yeah, it was a big number.
So you're expecting it to change?
I do.
Okay.
I don't want to speculate
Okay.
where. I don't know at this point.
Okay.
I think we very deliberately took the most, excuse me, I shouldn't say we. I think Beta very deliberately took the most conservative cost estimate they could, both to take into account how much construction costs had risen,
Yeah.
but also to make sure that when we apply for reimbursements of different things,
Yeah.
we get the maximum reimbursements we can.
Okay, so you're thinking it may come down?
I would hope so,
Potentially.
but I
Okay.
don't want to speculate.
No, I'm just I'm trying to understand what you're trying to say to me.
I think he's trying not to say anything.
I
think that's a good tact.
Okay, thank you, sorry.
That's exactly what's happening. All right.
Okay. Thank you, Dennis. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, let's plan for a more informative update.
Meet with him tomorrow.
Yeah. Thank you.